everybody. It is your girl, Kayla, here from Death Curse. And tonight I have on Mark Mulgrave, aka Gingerton. Um, he is promoting his new Indiegogo project. It is called Spells and Superheroes. And we're going to talk all about Patchwork comic books and everything he is planning on bringing to this industry while looking in detail at his campaign. So I present to you guys Mark Mulgrave.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you, Kayla.
Hi, Mark. How are you doing?
I am good. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here. I'm a big fan of Death Curse and everything y'all do. So it's a real pleasure being here.
I'm excited to talk about this project. This is your very first project. It's very unique. It's something different than a lot of other campaigns that I've seen. Before we take a look at it, do you want to tell everyone what this project is about and basically why it's a little bit more unique than other campaigns? I mean, I know the answer why I feel that way, but I want you to let everyone know in your own words.
Sure. So right out the gate, what makes my book a little bit different than everybody else's is it's a mini comic. It's going to be 11 pages of story. It's just one complete one shot. My company, Patchwork Comics, we are creating this line of one-shot comic books. We're calling them fun shots. You just got to put a little spin on it. So with that, our first debut for that is Spells and Superheroes. It's the pitch is a deranged dungeon master has captured 4 of Earth's bravest heroes, and he wants to play a game, a game for their lives. It's basically a mixture of Saw, D&D, and superheroes, which is sort of, horror. That's kind of my trifecta there: horror, fantasy, and superheroes.
So what gave you the idea to do a mini comic book?
Initially, I had wrote 2 other stories, and we were looking at doing an anthology, but it just we wanted to do something different with it. Honestly, there was other anthologies out, but we just felt this would be something we could try and almost not even necessarily compete with the other books on the market. We're just sort of doing our own thing by doing a mini comic and creating a fun shot.
The Fun Shot. Where'd you come up with the concept for the name Fun Shot? I love it. It's very catchy.
That's really it. We were just thinking, like, man, what can we call it? One shot. It's fun. It's a fun shot. There you go.
So how many my cat just meowed in agreement.
All right.
How many pages though is this mini comic here? How many pages can we expect?
Right. It'll be 11 pages, start to finish in story. And then there'll be a couple extra pages. I'm going to have a thank you page, some extra art. It'll be 16 pages in total. And the fun shots will typically probably run 11 pages just due to printing constrictions. So, yeah.
So what advice did you receive when you started your idea for the campaign? Did you get any advice from anybody, or I know you've backed a lot of campaigns. You have helped promote a lot of people's campaigns. You have been so amazing to everyone in this indie community because you have been so supportive to everyone. So I'm sure, someone had to give you some kind of advice. I mean, did you get any advice from anyone before you even started?
Before I started, not necessarily. I got into indie comics last October, and it was specifically to be a writer. And I'm also kind of like a research bug, so I just sort of looked at, and actually we could sort of segue over to my website, Patchwork Comics. We have a section on there called Patchwork News, which is the whole point is to highlight other campaigns. And while doing that, you get a good chance of going through everybody's stuff and reading it. And so before we really got started, that was one thing that we took a look at, was the stuff that we liked and things that, we thought really stood out of other campaigns, and tried to somehow, pull some of that, whether it was just like the way they structured their campaign page or, perks, things like that. So
I am sharing the screen here now. Hopefully it's going. Is that sharing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Thank you,
Since you
Will.
brought it up, I think it's perfect to just segue right into it, like you said. So, what area was that again? Like, you were saying about, sorry, under what tab should I go into?
What was I saying? I'm sorry.
No, you were talking about basically like you
Oh, the Patchwork
promote.
News.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yes.
Yes,
Am I
it'll
right
be
in
that.
it? I think I
Right.
clicked
Yeah.
it. There we go. Whoa.
Yeah. It's a lot. Sorry.
So
Yep.
let me just, I'll scroll through very
Mhm.
slowly so everyone can just see some of it here.
Yep. So basically, what it is we, like I said, we went through. It's Indiegogo and Kickstarter. We try to be fair to either platform, just whatever catches our eye. I know that's a bit of a thing, but anyways, yeah, it's just we go through. We don't try to. We try. It's not necessarily copying and pasting people's campaign over and putting it on our website. It's more like a spotlight, but we don't try to editorialize their wordage. Like these are, the creator's sales pitches, so we don't want to put our little spin on it. So we try to just basically, without putting an opinion on it. It's not a review. It's more just a spotlight of something we think was cool. So
Yeah.
that's what the Patchwork News section's about, is just a spotlight.
How did you come up with the name for Patchwork Comics?
It was relatively simple, really. The name is kind of an idea, like a patchwork, kind of, I guess maybe kind of lame. And I'm not sure people aren't really into quilting, but it's kind of the idea of like a patchwork quilt. Through the community, you build it up, and different parts, different pieces come together to make it all stronger. Yeah.
And is this another comic that you guys are putting out soon too, or is out?
Yeah, this is actually already out. This is 2 issues. It's Alphonse the Dog Detective. This is a writer. His name's Leo. He's a Brazilian dude. Um, it's just something. It's not going to go to Kickstarter. It's just something that he wanted to do. So yeah, we linked up, and yeah, he's got 2 issues of this out right now. He's working on 3 and 4, and then we'll
Okay.
probably reboot the series. Yeah, that's why they're just $1. It's a fun story. It's basically Alphonse here. It's all dogs or animals.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically, there's a murder mystery. Somebody's husband is murdered, and she hires Alphonse to discover the case. To crack the case. The little guy next to him there is Scooter. He's the comic relief. Scooter is probably my favorite character. He's just a nut.
Let me see. I'm just going to go to the interior of one of them.
Sure.
Let me see. Can I get this any bigger? Not really. Let me see.
Brazilian Leo.
This is just some of the interior here, and this is on this website here in the store portion. It looks like it's on sale for $1 an issue. And then I know you have a newsletter you can sign up for as well.
Yep.
So,
We'll be
subscribe
updating there. Yep. Just keeping everybody abreast of the campaign and everything. Really, the idea is to pull, all the traffic over to our website. So, yeah, we want to build the store up just over time, and all that.
And then
All
we
that good
have
stuff
all
you're
of the
supposed to do.
creators on here too.
Mhm.
So there you are. And then
Yep.
this is Pete Digler.
That's a pen name. This is really Patchwork Comics right now. It's more a collection of creators. It's not. I don't really act as their publisher. Leo, he's just a friend. I'm helping him out, but it's more a collection of people that are getting together. Like I have a private Discord server. We
Okay.
just network really. So yeah, I'm trying to build that out, and this is it. This is it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right.
Mhm.
Let me head back over here before we. So I think that website it has so much potential for it to grow, and I know it's only going to get bigger with the more titles that you put out there. And I love that you have an area that goes over like basically a little bit of each creator that is doing
Hmm.
work with Patchwork. And I love the whole aesthetic of everything that you have, because to me it just shows that you are very genuine and you're very hardworking, and you basically are allowing people to have the freedom to create what they want, and you're genuinely trying to help people.
Hmm.
So I like that a lot. And you know, your Discord server, you said it's private, or do you plan on growing your base for your Discord server as well?
I do have a public Discord.
Okay.
We have one member in it. I was waiting to really push it until we got the book out, which is here recently. So our Discord, there is actually a little banner on the website that lets people know. But um, yeah, if that public Discord gets going, I'm more than willing to get that going. But running a Discord, that actually, it's a little more work than you think. So I
Oh
kind of
yeah.
like I kind of like just the private one. It's actually pretty active. You know, we have a lot of fun there. I kind of try to treat it like it's an office, but you know, I'm there on the live chat from 4 to 9 usually. Pretty much if anybody needs to get a hold of me, I try to kind of be there, you know, just at least, especially during those hours. But it's fun. We're having fun. You know what I mean?
And that's what's important in this industry, is to have fun.
Hmm.
You know, you want to have fun and you want to make great connections with people. So I think you're hitting the nail on the head. Now let's go over and take a look at this campaign, because I am super pumped up about this, because it has fantasy elements to it and it has a little bit of like horror elements. And you
Hmm.
know, I know that you said that you were inspired by some of the stuff with D&D for
Hmm.
it, and I'm just gonna go and screen share this, and let's see here. And you have a video too. So I'm going to stop my
Hmm.
camera for 1 second while I play the video, because my thing has been very slow tonight. And I'm going to share this screen. So
I like your avatar.
Padrino made that for me a while
Hey,
ago. And then he
nice.
made me a new one, but I haven't been able to upload it because I have the free version of this. And it won't let me switch to my new avatar. So I made him like put his name in it, like in an earring, because I was like, I don't want people to think I did this. I definitely do not have artistic talent like that. I've been trying, courtesy of Ryan Wynn's inking stuff. His videos are
Hmm.
helpful.
Right.
So I've been going back and rewatching them and
Yeah.
just trying to learn.
Yeah.
So,
Ryan's inking videos. I used to draw when I was in elementary school up until 6th grade. I stopped drawing this summer between 5th and 6th grade. First day of 6th grade starts. As soon as the teachers let us go for the first assignment, I immediately just go to like, all right, I'm going to draw now. And I had lost, I couldn't draw. So I felt like I lost it and I lost all my confidence. And I didn't pick up art until getting back into the indie community here. And yeah, Ryan's inking videos. That's like literally the first thing I started with, was just going over inking. So shout out to
that's,
Ryan.
yeah, shout out to Ryan. He's very inspirational and he is very, very helpful. So, would you
Hmm.
consider yourself more of a writer than an artist? If art is something you pick back up on, or is art like, because writing is an art in its own, what comes more natural to you, you would say? Like, would it be a writing aspect? Sorry, I'm just making sure I share audio
Oh
because I
no,
get.
you're good. It would definitely be writing. I've always wanted to be a writer ever since I was a kid. Just I grew up with a cousin the same age who he was the artist, and even as a kid, like I remember specifically us just playing in the dirt, like sketching out a lizard man and just coming up with a story about a lizard man. Already then I knew that I was the writer, he was the artist. So yeah, I'd say writing for me has always just sort of been something that I've wanted to do.
What writer inspired you? Like, there has to be, or what was it when was there something you read when you were a child that determined that factor, or was it
Mm.
just you always naturally a writer? I mean, some people naturally, they just always have wanted to write. Other people were more inspired to be a writer because they read something.
Hmm.
Or is it a little bit of both?
It's probably a little bit of both. I read a decent amount as a kid. And even before I was really reading, like I wanted to be a writer, or at least just creating ideas or stories or just little nonsense that you do as a kid, I guess. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I know
yep,
exactly what you're talking about. I was very similar. So
yeah. I'm
let's
thankful
get right
for it.
into
Yep,
this. Let's get
yep.
right into this. I'm so
Let's
excited to
go.
show this. So it's Patchwork Comics presents Spells and Superheroes. A deranged dungeon master has captured 4 of Earth's bravest heroes, and he wants to play a game.
Yeah.
So let's play this trailer and make it full screen. Is that sharing?
Yes.
Watching.
Perfect.
Waiting. Biding my time to make sure you were worthy. And now it begins. Foxman. Zoo-Girl. Triclops. Madam Magic. You fools think you can stop me? You never had a chance! Spells and superheroes.
Yeah, that's it. The music plays it out, but
I'm going to go back, click on this. I'm still screen sharing. Here we are. I love the music that goes with it. It's very fantasy-esque. It almost reminds me of like Princess Bride for some reason. I don't know why. And then some of that kind of reminds me of like that you were inspired by X-Men in a way. I don't know why. Like the 90s animated cartoon, how they used to
right.
come on in the beginning. So
Yeah, that was definitely Pedro. Although I grew up on the 90s X-Men cartoon. The 90s X-Men, just those, the Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man, Holy Trinity there.
yeah.
I grew up on those as a kid. I didn't really give Pedro a whole lot of direction with the video. He got to work pretty quick and shot me I forget what animators call it, their version of thumbnails and storyboards. He shot me the storyboards. Yeah. And he got right to work and really, really killed it.
I see you're already at 49% of your goal. Let's get you at least to 50 tonight and see if we can get you beyond that. I mean, you're definitely going to hit your goal. I have full confidence in that. You have a very like affordable goal too. It's very flexible. Your goal is 500. That's very surprising to me because I see so many people that start out and their goals are very high. Like they're looking for thousands in their first campaign. So.
Yeah, with this one, it's and honestly, I look at this as not only I look at this as an investment in a lot of things. I mean, I'm investing money into this campaign. I'm asking other people to invest money in it. I'm also looking at it as a long-term investment. I'm trying to take it seriously. As long as I hit my goal, as long as I hit my goal, I feel like I've structured the campaign in a way that I still was also, because you kind of have to find the struggle between being a good businessman, quote unquote, and then, doing the things you want to do. So as long as, I've done it in a way that I think, it'll all work out. But either way, I'm, win, lose or draw, I'm satisfied. And I know that everybody that backs the campaign is going to be satisfied as well. So
yeah,
I'm having a great time.
It looks like, Mark, that you have a lot to offer with your perks here. We'll get into your perks afterwards because I just want to go through the stuff that you have here on my left-hand side, which I think it's your left hand too.
Right.
So it's 11 pages of superhero fantasy horror, which I love that you're able to combine all 3 genres. Why choose a genre when you can incorporate a little bit of all? Some people like to stick to one particular genre or perhaps mesh 2, and you're here meshing 3. So I love that. That's very unique in my opinion. Can you survive game night? Prepare yourself and roll for an initiative that is very D&D right there.
Oh yeah,
Roll for an initiative.
right.
Join our team as they are forced to play the most dangerous game, a game for their lives. In this 11-page superhero fantasy short, the villain Dungeon Master will run a game you will never forget. Spells and Superheroes is an action comedy with a fantasy twist for fans of superheroes and Dungeons and Dragons alike. This story is inspired from various forms of media, brought together in one hilarious and complete story that will leave you afraid to go to your next game night. So you added some comedy twists in there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're combining like 4 genres, okay?
It's a little bit of everything that I love. So I mean, out of the 3 stories that we did, this was the one I was like, this is it right here. Yeah.
And who did the art for this?
So this print and the other one where the team is all gathered around the board game, these are done by Samrat Das, an Indian fella, really great artist. He's hard to get a hold of. He doesn't really have social medias, but he is an actual sequential artist as well. If anybody's interested in his work, you definitely will get what you pay for. But yeah, Anthony did the colors as well. Anthony Gambino.
Yep,
so that's the 2 of them with their powers combined.
You're given this printout with every physical tier, so that's awesome. You know, it's not an add-on, whereas a lot of people would have it as an add-on for their campaign to add on the print. You're just giving it to every backer, pretty much.
Yep.
So your project is already penciled and inked. Only you have the only colors remain. So only colors left to do left. You funded this project yourself. Okay. So, all right. Now that makes sense why your goal is what it is. Cause you pretty much self-funded everything and you're just trying to get it out there. So let's see.
Yep. That's it. Yeah. We've been working on this for about 6 months. Jacob Whittingham's the interior artist. I met him on the Alterna forums. I actually met him, I think, in the Draw and Talk Discord server. If anybody's familiar with Draw and Talk, it's a great little YouTube channel. Not really little, but anyways. But no, I contacted Jacob through the Alterna forum not too long after Pete started that thing up, and he got right to work whipping out the character sheets and got us a couple pages like right away.
And then we went over your Patchwork Comics website. And Patchwork Comics just stands for Great Entertainment, period. And it looks like it's all fun stuff. And then let's see here. This is the cover.
Yes.
Here.
Yep. All done by Jacob.
And he did the interior art as well for you. And then you went over your fun shot. We went over some of this, but you can reiterate this for everyone because I just love this whole idea of a fun shot comic book. I had an owner at a shop that at one point said that he wished that there were just like a whole bunch of one-shot books or number ones, that someone should open up a shop like that. It would be super successful. So I love this idea of a fun shot, a mini comic book. Different genres. So if you just want to reiterate this for everyone.
Sure, absolutely. Yep. So the fun shot idea, it's definitely kind of born from, I think, what that shop owner was describing. The idea of just being able to, my favorite superhero is Batman. And that story will likely never end, and that is what it is. But personally, I like to write stories that have an ending. I've got a couple other things I'm working on. Anthony's going to start something for me in January. But that's, even with that's going to be 3 issues. So I'm looking at things that, not unlike this fun shot, it's all complete stories. You know what I mean? So that's sort of where this came from, was the idea of something that's fun, quick, complete, and you get everything you paid for and a little bit more.
I think other people are going to follow your lead on this because I think you have something really special here with this in this whole idea. It's a great way for people to, you know what, too, it's also great for you to see what is going to sell and what you would like to continue to write and make larger if you wanted to as well. Just a thought I have, So what if people really love this? Would you make a longer version of this, or like, what are your thoughts on that? Or are you just gonna stick to the fun shot you have here of this?
It's funny because basically Jacob and we talked about this last night, and all the way up until this point, I had kind of been against doing it because I designed this story to just be one and done.
Yeah.
But I've gotten that question quite a bit. Is there going to be more? People seem to like the whole the story setup, and yeah, we got to talking last night. So yeah, chances are pretty good that we're going to do a longer version of this, but we're going to give it a little while. We're actually talking about doing another story before this as well. So
Yeah,
we want to give
definitely.
it some time, get this out and let people enjoy it. But yeah, if people like it and they want more, sure, because it's a lot of fun. And what Jacob and I were talking about last night was like, all right, fine, let's do it.
What is this? This is so freaking cool. This
Right.
this is a battle map here. I love this. This is awesome.
Yep. So this is the battle map. It's an 11 by 17. It's in the shape of a brochure, like a large brochure or a menu. It's a Z fold, so it'll fold out. It's basically just a little playable map or a mat that's supposed to represent, a scene from the book. It's also got a couple little pathways, the little 1-inch squares. It'll be something you could set miniatures on, and it wouldn't be a huge scenery piece, but yeah, it's something that's coming along with the book.
You can make a board game next.
I really want to stick to comic books, but there's all kinds of stuff I think you could do with something like this. But yeah, who knows? But right now, for me, it's definitely just comic books.
Okay, so let's see here. Whoa, I just scrolled down way too fast. Forgive me for this. Okay, so these perks here, are these add-ons, or are these just things that go in each of your tiers? You want to explain here? So this is a logo sticker here.
Mm-hmm. This is the Patchwork Comics logo. It's you'll get a 3-inch round sticker if you scroll down there. Yeah, all of this stuff comes with both, except for that patch designed by Frankie B. Washington, who is, as everybody knows, is a complete professional.
Yeah.
Did a great job. And also he put out a video on his YouTube channel of him designing the patch. That you can only get that patch if you do the featured perk. So you get the book, you get everything, both of those prints. There's 2 prints actually. You'll get all that with the featured perk.
Okay, so for $1, the medieval deal, you get the comic in a digital format and a thank you on the website. So you're giving everyone thank yous as well on the website. I think that's awesome.
Right.
What is the entrance into the Thank You Hall of Founders? I love that.
Thank you.
So I think I should go up to the side where everyone can see everything a little bit better, and then you can just go through them. Okay, so I'll go back up to your featured perk, like last, I want to say. So the next step up is the Adventurous Pack. Here.
Yep. So the Adventurous Pack, you get the book, you'll get both prints, you'll get a Patchwork Comics sticker, you'll get the battle map, and that little rectangle in the left corner there, that's a magnet. It'll be, I think, like a 2 by 2.5 by 3.5 magnet.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm scrolling way too fast tonight. Forgive me. I don't know what is going on with my laptop.
It's a smaller campaign, so I tried to keep things just because really I want people to get the book. The way Indiegogo works, I'm also a guy that loves prints, so I mean I'd be lying if I didn't say my most kind of, besides the book, when I look for things to back, you could pretty much sucker me in if you got some good prints. So we tried to do that as well. I know there's people out there that don't care for that sort of thing. And somebody asked me the other day, why didn't we do just a physical version of the book? That's a great question. We might do that next time, just rearranging the way things work. I've already sort of looked at what I did and sort of looking at maybe things I can do differently. But for those that are just interested in the book, we do have it digitally for $1. And like you said, that will also get you into the Hall of Founders, which anybody that donates or participates, you're definitely going to get a big thank you from me.
So your featured perk here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's everything that you'll get in the $10 perk, and then you'll also get the Frankie B. Washington exclusive Dungeon Master or Game Master patch there.
You're offering a lot for $15. So the value on this is great. And I love that you're also including the digital with the physical. So you didn't really separate them,
Yeah, I didn't want to play games with people. I felt like because I have an 11-page book, I'm already going up against kind of, a more difficult task, just because people, especially in our community, are more interested sometimes in the content of the story, which I totally understand that. So
Yeah.
I felt like as long as I can do the rest of the campaign the right way and also, provide a good book, the second time around when we do another fun shot, I'm looking to hopefully snowball this and, just keep providing, good customer service, all that good stuff. I'm taking this,
Yeah. I mean, I
seriously
think that you have a lot of experience too from backing other campaigns, so that lets you know, when you've backed a lot of campaigns and you supported a lot of other campaigns, it gives you ideas for your own campaign for what you want to see and what you feel will work, and you have supported a lot of people's campaigns and just a lot of people in this community. So I don't think that you've done anything wrong, because you basically said something about like a right way or a wrong way to do things. You're doing things the right way because it's what you feel is going to be best for your campaign, and that's what's important, because you were one of these people that backed other people's campaigns. So you understand, and that's why you're giving such great value to everyone. And then
thank you, I really appreciate it. Yeah.
So you have commissions available, and no one has claimed any of them yet. So, this is crazy to me, because for sure someone's going to want an Anthony Gambino commission. And with the commission, it's more than just a commission, right? They're going to get your featured perk there, your featured tier with it. So do you want to explain about like the artists for the commissions and that kind of stuff for us?
Yeah. So most of y'all probably know Anthony Gambino. He's got a sketchbook out right now. You can grab it probably for just a few more weeks. Anthony I keep getting commissions from Anthony. He did some piece with Dave Schwartz, a werewolf vampire or Dracula piece, where like the two of them swapped. That was supposed to go to auction, and I messaged him. I was like, hey, bro, I'm going to need that from you. So I went ahead and got that. But yeah, you guys definitely commission Anthony for something. You'll get the full campaign, and you will also get a completely professional piece of art, all physical. Anything you want, he doesn't care. Anthony said, whatever you want, you could probably ask for something. In fact, you probably should ask for something really weird and just make it out there for him. The Jacob Whittingham commission, that one's a little trickier because Jacob's Australian. So the shipping with the Anthony one, you will get it physically. With the Jacob one, it's just digital unless the two of you, that'll be between the two of you if you decide you want the physical. That was actually, just a decision we kind of had to make. It was what it was, but the shipping to Australia is actually, as I'm sure a lot of y'all know, kind of expensive. So.
Oh, yes, it is. I work at UPS, so
so do I actually.
Oh yeah, I'm there, not full time. It's my part-time job. It's my second job. But let me tell you, the international shipping is a killer, even with people that have UPS accounts. So I feel that. But hey,
if you do back his book, or I'm sorry, if you do back his tier, I got all of my work from him digitally. I didn't get anything physical. All of it, as you can see what we have here. He did that cover all physically, though. He started that and then scanned it in for colors digitally, obviously. But yeah, great work. He's a great artist. Actually, this has been my little prop. Since he's really difficult to get in streams, I just printed him out. It's Crocodile Dundee.
Let me see.
I didn't have any color ink, so I had to hit him with the black and white.
Oh
This
my
is usually
God.
Jacob writing co-host with me. Pet alligator. There you go.
Oh my God. That's great. That's great.
Yep. But
Oh
if
my
you guys get a
goodness.
commission from him, that will include the Adventurer Pack, the full campaign as well. So, yep. Both great options if you're looking to get some sweet physical art or digital art as well.
What else do you want people to know about this campaign?
It's a great question. We've kind of covered a good bit of it. I mean, I wish I had more to say about it. It's a lot of fun. Anybody that backs it's going to really enjoy it. I hope you come back for more. We've got some things lined up. We could go over the stretch goals, actually. That's one.
Yeah, let's go over some of the stretch goals. Let me
I almost
let me
forgot about
scroll
that.
down. You know what?
Got one on there that's a little odd that I don't think will actually come to fruition, but I mean, maybe. We'll see.
Let's see.
Should be a little further down, I think.
All right. So that's the
second print that will come
that's
with.
awesome.
That's a Ninja Turtles 2 homage. I'm not sure a lot of people are picking that up. That's okay though. It still came out great.
Oh, I love that. I definitely know from the movie, right?
Right, the movie poster.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about because I'm big into TMNT. So I definitely can see it. Yes.
That was also done by Sam Rat. He did both our prints.
He's a great artist.
I don't know why, because I don't know why he's not like a legitimate pro, to be honest. I mean, he's a professional. That's all physical work, but why he's not working, I'm not sure. But maybe we'll get him there. I don't know.
Anything is possible. All right, so let's see your stretch goals here. All right, so for $750, you have you have the first trading card. It's locked.
Yeah, I saw.
I want to see what it is.
I can tell you, it'll be, if we can get all three, they're going to be designed in a way that they're separate cards. You can enjoy them separately, but all three is going to form I believe the artistic word for it is a mural, where all three pieces will be, one image when they're together. I thought that would just be a cool little thing to do. The first one will be basically it'll be the game master, kind of fighting off either member of the team. So that's our first three stretch goals. I kept it simple, and then we've got one here that I don't know. I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody about this, and it's completely ridiculous.
My God!
And like I said, I don't exactly expect it to get through, but if at $2,500, I will shave a 1-inch patch directly down the center of my mustache and keep it for a week, because I have these ridiculous little, I don't know, they're like cowboy hooks, I guess. I don't know what the hell they are. I can't grow the underneath. But I figured giving myself, I didn't want to write reverse Hitler because I didn't want to have those words wrote in my thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just thought it would be a fun little thing. If we hit it, I'll go through with it, but I don't exactly expect that one. But, I'm a man of my word. So it's there for anybody that wants it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, let's make it happen. I'd love to see it go down. If it could go down like the same time that, I have to give Spencer a mullet at some point, that would be freaking awesome. I would do both. I would do both. I would shave the middle of your
that would be all right, actually. That would be easier to go with.
Spencer's mullet in one day, and I would feel totally okay with it.
I thought kind of I put a little more thought into actually putting that perk down. I mean, I really did it to make a laugh, but at the same time, like I said, I thought about it and I was like, I'm going to look like an idiot for at least a week. At first I said a month. I thought a month. I was like, after thinking about it, I'm like, are you insane? A month? So we settled on a week. So there you go.
I could always make a temporary mustache extension and cover it. Like if you did a month, like a keratin bond, a patch back.
Just place it on there in the mornings when I go out.
Yeah.
Take it off like a toupee for my mustache. Okay, fine.
Hey, it's out there in the world. I shit you not. All right, let's get back to this. the hairdresser and me gets distracted with
I had no
anything
idea
that has to
that
do
was
with
out
hair.
there. I'm gonna have to look into that after the show. I might have some fun with that.
You'll look into it, have a ball. So you shipping all your items with Gemini boxes?
Yep. Nice and simple. I've gotten lots of stuff. I personally don't mind when people ship another stuff, but the Gemini boxes are pretty sturdy and everything is going to fit right in, nice and neat. So yeah, we'll ship with those.
I was going to say, was any of your experience from backing campaigns the reason why you chose Gemini boxes, or was there a specific reason that you chose Gemini mailers? I think you answered it, I feel like.
Yeah, that what I said, and honestly, mostly I've heard that, I tried to keep my ear to the ground here, and I've heard that people prefer Gemini boxes. So I tried to take that into account. And they're not that expensive, honestly. I mean, you can get a decent amount for, not that much. I think it's like $25, $50 or something.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
I have a visitor. I'm sorry, she's very interesting with my clicking of the mouse. Monet. All right. So additional information on spells and superheroes. Do you want to go over any of this?
Sure. This is just sort of reiterating the intention of the campaign here. Basically, it states that, we understand that talk is cheap. So ultimately, I'm going to have to show that, as we get through the campaign, everybody's going to enjoy what they get. I've got some more. If we can get these Anthony Gambino cards done, I'm sure everybody's going to love that. The prints are going to be nice quality. Like I said, I'm a print man. I just touching on things like the backers will receive their orders first and in a timely manner. I'm looking to wrap this campaign up when we hit the funding. I'd like to have it closed out in December, and then by then I'm already hopefully I'm going to have the sort of smaller stuff, stickers, prints, things like that in. And I'd like to start shipping in January and February and be done with shipping by the end of February.
So you have a very realistic time frame too, I think. And
yeah, I hope so. I know there's always
there can always be something that comes up, definitely.
Right. Especially with printers here lately. I keep hearing all kinds of stuff, but
oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's the plan, and as long as there's no printer issues, that's absolutely what's going to happen.
So I just realized too, I'm going over the creators of this. So pencils and inks, it was Jacob Whittingham. Colors was Anthony Gambino. The letters.
Yes,
Keith
I forgot.
Gleason did the letters for you.
Yeah, Keith, I thought would be perfect for the project. I love the Mighty Mascots. He's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
And he's been great too behind the scenes, offering advice. We'll be on his show here in maybe a week or two. I'm not sure when. He said he'll get back with me. He was so
so what was the best advice that he's given you as far as this campaign goes? I must know now, since you said he's given you advice. I want to hear it. What was what was the best advice that he's given you so far, or the best advice anyone's given you if you came to them with any questions or anything?
I think mostly the biggest bits of advice that I've gotten has just been nerves. I've had a lot of trouble I think initially getting out there and just talking in front of people hasn't been something that's super been difficult for me, but getting out here and selling a book, has definitely got my nerves shaking. So that's kind of been the advice I've gotten from several people is, once you get in there, it tends to get easier. So that's really kind of been what I've struggled with the most, I think, is like just before clicking the enter on the StreamYard button, you're like, all right, let's go.
I think it happens to the best of us. Trust me.
Right.
I'm going to go back up. I want to play your trailer one more time, and then we can talk about your YouTube show and
all right,
whatever else you want to talk about, So I'm going to stop sharing for 1 second on my side, my screen, because my computer is not being the nicest. I got to update it. I've been pushing off an update, and it's proving. So let me get off for 1 second. I'm going to replay your trailer here. And I
Done
think
by
it
the
should.
fantastic Pedro Ang. Shout out Pedro.
I didn't even know Pedro did like the animated trailers or anything like that. So
Oh
let's
yes.
see. I guess I have to here. There we go.
Hooray.
I've been watching in the shadows, waiting, biding my time to make sure you were worthy. And now it begins. Foxman, Zoo Girl, Triclops, Madam Magic. You fools think you can stop me? You never had a chance! Spells and superheroes.
I just love this music in the background.
Yep, I
All
found
right.
that. I found that on. It was a free track, and yeah, I think like incomptech.com or something. Kevin McLeod has all kinds of free music. Yep, and just typed in like dark fantasy. That was like one of the first things that came up, and it definitely as soon as I clicked on it, I was like, "This is it. This is the one."
So you and Pedro stream on YouTube on Sundays. So do you want to tell me about that and what your show is about and all of that stuff?
Sure. Yeah. So it originally started with just me doing a Sunday stream, just my own show, and then Pedro popped in and hung out, and then I asked if he wanted to come on and hang out, and we had a really great conversation there. So yeah, like after the show, I was like, "All right, Pedro, you're my co-host now, buddy," and he was nice enough to come along for the ride. He's a super interesting guy, has done all kinds of stuff, animation director, musician, has a comic book. I can't say too much about it, but you might see it soon. I don't know, but it looks great. Yeah, and he's always on some history. Pedro's definitely carries the show, so respect, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, but the show, it's basically what we have on different creators. We're having on my buddy Ichthus, who's a colorist. He's got a book he's working on, Pro Wrestling Gators.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
it's pure Florida. I'm from Florida as well. It's a Florida man book through and through.
Oh, a Florida man book.
Yeah. This will be on my show. Will be on me and Pedro's show this coming Sunday at 10 in the morning. I know that's early for a lot of people, but we're trying to squeeze in there on your morning coffee run. So, and then next Sunday we'll have on Jay Lee, not the one artist, but the other one, the dude that does the book The Steins, Jay Lee. Yep. He'll be on next Sunday. So yeah, come on by, 10 a.m.
Yeah, I'll make sure I do. And everyone else here should make sure that they do too. So, all right. Is there anything else that you want to say about this campaign, or where can everyone find you? I see Pedro has jumped in. He's all misty-eyed over here. Pedro, I didn't know that you did animation. So I'm very, very impressed. And, what can we expect in the future with Patchwork Comics? What can we expect in the future from you after this campaign?
After this campaign, I've got a couple other fun shot scripts ready to go. If that's something, if this is something that people are really interested in, I'm looking at Jacob and I. We've got another story we want to do, but if fun shots are something that people are really interested in, I want to start commissioning more artists. And I don't want to get, we're trying to build the right way and smart, but just more people. I'm eyeing a couple people. I don't want to say names because I haven't spoken with anybody yet, but people that are in our community, people that would do a really great job, and I think would take fun shots to the next level too. So it's exciting for sure.
All right, you have a great campaign. Let's get you backed. Everybody back Spells and Superheroes today. And where can everyone find you, Mark?
Yep, I am Mark Mulgrave on Twitter. That's with 2 R's, by the way. but I'm also mostly known as Gingerton. So I'm pretty much just rock with that ever since that South Park episode like 10 years ago, the Ginger one. I
Is
came
that
to
where it
school.
came out from?
I was in 7th grade when that episode came out. I went to school one morning, and my life has never been the same since. So I've hardly heard my own real name, Mark. It's just been Ginger, Gingy.
I never knew
I like
that.
it though. It's all right.
That's
It's
okay.
my
Everyone
thing now.
loves gingers. Everyone does.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I mean, my favorite comic book character is a ginger. So you know, you're good.
All right.
All right, so everyone can find you there. Everyone should sign up for the Patchwork Comics newsletter. Follow
Thank
you
you,
on
guys.
YouTube. What is your YouTube channel again? The name of it?
Yep, it's just Gingerton. We also have Patchwork Comics as a YouTube. I'm going to be doing just me and another creator specific interviews over there, a little more professional, for the company, but my own will be me and Pedro and, friends dicking around and having fun.
And
Y'all
then
come
you
on
have
by.
Patchwork's Twitter. You have that going too, so follow you on there.
Right. Yeah, sorry. You can find me pretty much Gingerton and Patchwork Comics wherever people are where to be found at.
All right, everyone, follow Mark on everything. Follow Patchwork Comics. And most importantly, let's get Spells and Superheroes funded. There are perks for
Thank you, guys.
everyone. It's super affordable. Retweet it. Back it. Let's get it funded, everybody. All right. Thank you for coming on, Mark.
Thank you,
Have
Kayla.
a great
Thank you.
evening.
You too.
Peace out, everyone.